Are you someone looking to get a great deal in the Dubai real estate market and get the benefit of the recent conflict in the region? Then you have come to the right video. In this video, I'm going to share with you some great deals of top tier developers in grade A projects where you can get in the resale market prices at the original or even below where the seller wants to take an exit. And me and my team are working day and night to find these deals for investors like you who are actively exploring the real estate market in such kind of a situation. What I have also done is that I have created a special WhatsApp channel where I regularly post all these grade A deals, and you can follow this channel. I'll put the link in the description, and let's start the video with some of the best deals that you should consider right now if you are serious to get great options in the market. First, let me talk about what is exactly a great deal or what is a distressed deal. The market is talking all about distressed deals. Every client inquiry that I'm getting is asking, Ankit, are there any distressed deals that, one should look at? So sometimes you can get a great property which was launched a couple of years and the seller is trying to cover his original cost. It might not be a distressed deal, but it is certainly much below market price or the prices which are being launched in the current times in new off-plan. So as an investor, if you are sitting on cash and you can pay a much higher down payment, then you should definitely try to enter into these deals which are still selling at original prices from the last 2-3 years before prices. If we compare two deals, let's say we have a deal which is a 20% below of a project which was launched probably last year at a certain price. Let's say about 2000 dirhams per square feet. So you're getting it at around 1600 dirhams per square feet, right? But let's say for a similar product, similar location, you are getting at original cost which was probably 3 years before at 1500 dirhams per square feet, which is a better deal. It is the one which is selling at original cost, not the one which is selling at 20% below original price, which is already an increased price, because we know and we have seen that the prices have been increasing all these past few years in the new launches. Before I start, a little bit about myself. I've been working in this industry for more than 5 years now, and I specialize in a lot of the best master communities from developers such as EMAAR, MERAAS, NAKHEEL, and Ellington. So let me start with project-wise. First, I will start with townhouses and villas because definitely investors generally tend to make much more returns on townhouses and villas in appreciation than the apartments on an average. So if you were someone who always wanted to get a villa or a townhouse property, this is the right time. You might get it at amazing prices, at launch prices which were from 2-3 years before, and it will be the perfect time to enter and get that property for your own self-usage. So in townhouses and villas, I always talk about ALDAR because ALDAR is coming with 2 brand new townhouse and villa communities in Dubai land. One is Heaven and the other is Athlon. So these were really hot launches a couple of years ago and everything was immediately sold out. And I have some very few amazing resale deals. So if I start with Heaven, so Heaven is a brand new master community which is taking shape, and I've spoken a lot about it before in my previous videos. So not a lot of the owners are selling these properties. Very few are selling and very few are actually selling it close to the original price. The original price from 2023 when it was launched. So what I have is that I have a 3-bedroom townhouse which is selling at 3.15 million dirhams and the original price was 2.9 million dirhams. It is just at a premium of 4% above the original cost. So what I'm having in Heaven is, one is a 3-bedroom townhouse. It is at 3.15 million dirhams, where the original cost, when I speak about the original cost, That means the original payment done by the seller, which also includes the 4% DLD. So the original cost was 3 million and the seller is asking only for 3.15 million. Very little premium. And this project will be delivered soon. Then I also have a deal in the 4-bedroom corner townhouses, which is selling at original price. So that's a discount of 4%. So the original price was 3.8 million and the asking price is 3.8 million. And this community also have standard villas and premium villas. In standard villas, which are the smaller size, but the sizes are pretty decent. Like I have a option for a 4-bedroom villa, 3,300 square feet, selling at a little premium above original cost. Original cost was 5.3 million. The seller is asking only 5.4 million. So that is a great deal as well. In Heaven, I also have a premium villa, which is at distress price, 5% below OP. OP was 15.8 million dirhams. It's a very large unit, more than 9,000 square feet of built up area. And the asking price is 15.6 million dirhams. So if you want more detailed information about any of these units like floor plans, brochures, you can reach out to me and I'll be happy to share it with you. And then, we can discuss whether it actually is a great deal or what are the other comparable options and what's the upside. Let's say if you enter at this price, how much more appreciation you can make once it's delivered. Then in the other ALDAR community, Athlon in Dubai land, which is a much bigger community than Heaven, which was launched a few months later at slightly higher prices. There are pretty good deals. Like I have again a 3-bedroom and a 4-bedroom townhouse selling at original price. 3-bedroom townhouse is just 2.9 million and the 4-bedroom townhouse is just at 3.9 million dirhams. Then I have another 4-bedroom standard villa coming at original cost only 5.2 million dirhams. Again, an amazing deal if you're someone looking for an independent unit, good decent size, and price around 5 to 6 million. This community will be delivered in 2028. It's already under construction. So in Athlon also I have one premium villa, 4-bedroom, 5% below original price. Original price was 9.3 million and the seller is asking 9.1 million dirhams. Very good decent lot size, and the premium villas are situated at better locations within the community. Now moving on to MERAAS Acres. The Acres, not many deals. In 3-bedroom villa, which is an independent villa, the starting unit type in this community, 3,000 square feet of built up area. I have a unit asking for 5.6 million where the original cost was 5.1 million dirhams. Very motivated seller. Again, a great price to enter into this community, which is pretty much under construction and hopefully will be delivered on time. MERAAS is doing a fabulous job to ensure that they deliver as per how they have projected on the brochures, and I am very confident that this will be one of the finest communities to live, one of the best neighborhoods to reside in the future. So in Acres, I also have a 5-bedroom villa. Original price was 8.2 and the seller is asking for the original cost. Again, a great unit. So not many distressed deals in Acres, but we are trying to find if there are any deals on the market, and I'll keep updating if I get much more distressed deals in this community on my channel. So don't forget to follow my channel. Then moving on to Nadal Sheba Gardens. Nadal Sheba Gardens, one of the most high-end communities by MERAAS, one of the most centrally located neighborhoods in the city. If we talk about townhouses, there are no distressed deals or any OP deals at the moment. But in the premium units, in the premium villas, I have some deals, some great deals. If you are the buyer who is looking for a very large high-end villa looking onto the parks, I have a 6-bedroom villa selling for original cost, which is close to 15.5 million dirhams. And this villa is directly looking to the central part of the community. And then I also have a 5-bedroom villa in Nadal Sheba Gardens Phase 7. The previous one was also in the future phases. So this one is 13.1 million dirhams and the seller is asking around 13.8 million dirhams. Not too much of a premium. minimal premium. And then I also have another deal of a very large mansion, 7-bedroom, 8,700 square feet built up area in Other Sheba Gardens phase 7. These will be delivered around 2028, 2029, and the 7-bedroom villa is for 24.5 million dirhams original cost. Then talking about Bay Villas, previously have made a lot of premium to the investors, but luckily I have a couple of deals in the 4-bedroom villas in this community asking for the original price. So the 4-bedroom standalone villa with a built up of 5,400 square feet is asking for OP plus DLD, which is close to 9.7 million dirhams. Not many units on the market, where you can get at original cost in this particular community. Moving on to EMAAR now. So in EMAAR, very few deals, you get on the market, which especially in the villas and townhouses, but you might be lucky that you can get some deals now. So I have in Valley phase 2, a 4-bedroom townhouse corner unit selling at OP plus DLD, which is approximately 3.6 million dirhams. This will be delivered in 2028. Amazing unit. Then in the Valley, I also have a 5-bedroom villa in Farm Gardens 2, which is the biggest unit type in the whole Valley community. You can get it at OP plus DLD, which is approximately close to 10 million. And then with EMAAR, one unit that I have is in address Hillcrest. It is a distressed deal, which is a ready villa in Dubai Hills Estate. It is for 22.1 million dirhams, where original cost was 23.6 million dirhams. You have to pay everything upfront, but an amazing large 5-bedroom villa with more than 10,300 square feet of built-up area. Also, let me speak about the Oasis. In getting a distressed deal in Oasis is almost next to impossible, but there are some amazing deals selling at original cost or a very little premium. If we talk about Palmyra, I have a 4-bedroom villa which is not on the lagoon, but you can get it at 9.5 million dirhams, where original cost was 9.3 million. And I have an amazing unit on the lagoon which you can get at 10.5 million dirhams, but the original cost was 10 million dirhams only. And these units were trading just a month ago about around 13 to 14 million dirhams. They were actual recorded transactions, and you're already getting almost 2 million below the previous market price. And similarly in the Mirage cluster, where you have the larger villas, I have a unit on the lagoon, again 5-bedroom villa, 10,300 square feet of built-up area. Original cost was 18 million dirhams, and the seller is okay to sell it at 16 million dirhams, 2 millions below original cost. Amazing deal. Such kind of deals are probably only right now at this stage, when there is still a lot of uncertainty. I know the ceasefire has happened as of today, but we don't know of the situation. So these deals are currently in the market. Maybe it will stay there for a few weeks, but once the things settle down, I think the sellers might quickly change their mind, and the prices will probably come back to the previous market prices, and there will be a lot of people asking for huge premium on this unit. And finally, rounding up the townhouses and villas, I'm gonna speak about Sheba. So Sheba, I have 2 projects. One is Sheba Reserve, which is in Dubai land, and it is already close to completion, will be delivered in this year. I have a couple of deals of 5-bedroom and 6-bedroom villas selling at original cost. If you are someone who is looking to buy a villa for self-usage, not probably for appreciation, then definitely Sheba Reserve is a great community. The floor plans are amazing and the quality will be good. So the 5-bedroom villa would be approximately around 10 million dirhams, and the 6-bedroom would be approximately around 12 million dirhams. And in Sheba Heartland 2, I also have another 5-bedroom villa, the bigger one, which is original cost was 27.8 million dirhams, and this is a distressed deal, a really big distressed deal. The seller is okay to sell it at 22.5 million dirhams, making it 23% below original cost. So if you are someone looking for a more premium unit close to downtown, then this is one of the options. Well, that's a wrap up from the townhouses and villas. As you know, I'm only spoken about the tier 1 developers, best communities where the end user demand will be there once these communities are delivered. And there are not many communities which are upcoming, like these. I'm talking about Heaven, Athlon, Sheba Reserve, Sheba Gardens, Acres, the Oasis. So in apartments, I've only chosen the top tier developers again, top tier locations, projects, where the demand at the time of the launch was crazy. People struggled to get the best units. So starting with the Ghaf Foods, when Ghaf Foods was launched, people used to queue up to get the units. So in Ghaf Foods, I have an amazing deal in the Sera building. It's a 3-bedroom. Original cost is 3.4 million and we can close the deal at 3.5 million dirhams. 2,250 square feet of built-up area. Amazing unit. Then I have another deal in Ghaf Foods, which is a 2-bedroom, and this one you can get at 2.9 million dirhams again. It is asking for original cost. So once you have chosen a project and you are looking for the unit, if you like the unit, you can start the negotiations, and that is where we come as a broker and we stand by you and we try the best for you to get the best possible price with the seller. From my experience so far, I can say that we are not able to find a lot of real distressed seller. What is a real distressed seller? He or she is someone who is probably in the need of funds. Probably he is facing difficulties in his business or job, or there are some distressed sellers who have actually over leveraged in Dubai real estate market. They went with the flow and they bought and invested in a lot of properties, and they have to do a lot of payments in the payment plans. So they are not able to manage, and that is why they are taking exit at loss in 1 or 2 units. So we are trying to find those real distressed sellers, but so far it's been like about a month and we have not got a lot of distressed sellers. You'll be lucky if you'll find someone who is willing to take a loss on the good units. Because see, in a lot of the projects, I'm not gonna speak about the developers or the areas or the communities, but people overpaid for those properties. And now, even after those properties are 10%, 20%, 30% below original cost, you are still paying the market price. You're not getting any real advantage. For you as a buyer, the real advantage comes when you get a great price of a quality product which always had the potential for future appreciation. Then moving to the waterfront areas, in Dubai Islands, I have some great deals again from the best developer there, which is NAKHEEL. In Rixos project, I have a 3-bedroom apartment selling at 14% below OP. OP was 8.1 million. This is for 7.3 million. 3-bedroom, 3,300 square feet, full sea view. Then I also have one option in Bay Grove Residences. It's a 2-bedroom, full sea view corner unit, 1,600 square feet, 10% below original cost. OP was 3.7 million dirhams, asking 3.5 million dirhams. Both the projects are on Island B, which is the better part of Dubai Islands. Another project that I have on Island B is the recently launched Hado by Beyond. So in Hado by Beyond, I have a 2-bedroom, which is 1,270 square feet, full open sea view, high floor, selling at OP plus DLD, which is 4.3 million dirhams. It is something you can consider if you want to leverage the 50-50 payment plan. Then in Maritime City, I have one option again from Beyond in Saria project. Again a 2-bedroom, and this one is a distressed deal selling 15% below OP. OP plus DLD was 3 million. It is asking for 2.6 million only. So do reach out to me if you want to consider a waterfront apartment. Then in a Maritime City, I have another deal from Beyond in one of their best top tier projects on that area, which is called Murals. So in Mural, I have 2-bedroom, which is with sea view 1270 square feet, and it is selling at 8% below original cost. So this is also something that you can consider. Then with EMAAR, I have a few distressed deals as well in the apartments. I have in Dubai Estate a 1-bedroom in the Palace Residences just close to Dubai Hills Mall. Asking price is only 1.8 million dirhams, where the original cost was 1.95 million dirhams. Then I also have some OP deals, and probably we can negotiate further as well on those. This one is in address Zabil. I have some 1-bedrooms and 2-bedrooms. This project is already under construction and it is very close to the central financial area of Dubai, your DIFC. And I also found a few good deals in EMAAR beachfront as well. Like there is this one ready 2-bedroom apartment with full palm view in Elisab project, and the market price for this one was close to 6.5 to 7 million dirhams, and the seller is okay to go it for 5 million dirhams. So this is one of the best deals if you're looking for a ready property. So that's all for this video. I'll keep posting more deals in future videos as well, as we track the market and see where you can find the best opportunities in these times. All these deals that I mentioned and the more that we find every day as we are reaching out to all the sellers in the market, I keep posting on my WhatsApp channel on a daily basis. So you just need to follow that channel and you will be updated every day on what kind of deals are there available for you to grab. In the next video, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to talk about what are the special offers and discounts that some of the developers are offering in case you are someone who wants to buy a fresh off-plan property, a new launch. There are certain developers who are giving good discounts, but we need to judge the prices as well as which are these developers, because the fact is, and you should hear this, all these developers that I've spoken, most of them, like your EMAAR, MERAAS, NAKHEEL, ALDAR, these tier 1 government-backed developers, they are not giving any discounts. There are no DLD waivers. There are no special discounts like 5%, 10% or any payment plan changes as well. Actually, they are not even launching right now. They have put their launches on hold. So if you are someone who is trying to get into an off-plan property, it's mostly the private developers. They have inventory left from the previously launched projects, as well as they have launched a couple of projects recently as well, where you can get certain discounts, or you can get DLD waivers, or you can get payment plan changes. So in the next video, I'm going to analyze that, and then we can judge whether it is better to get into a new launch and get the benefit of those offers directly from the developer, or whether it is better to save the cash, take that cash and get into a resale property where the seller is in distress and you can get a better discount from the resale deal. So this is Ankit from Experience Realty, and I will see you in another video soon.